Have you ever felt as though no matter how much effort you put into manifesting your desires, life seems to move slower than you wish? You've read the books, followed the affirmations, tried to visualize, and yet, the reality you want still feels just out of reach. This is the experience of most seekers, and it is not a flaw within you. It is simply the result of a misunderstanding about how manifestation truly works. Most teachings present manifestation as a linear process, something that requires constant effort, persistence, and waiting. But the truth, as modern quantum understanding reveals, is profoundly different. Manifestation is not about pushing, striving, or forcing outcomes. It is about alignment, resonance, and consciously participating in the energetic flow of reality. Imagine for a moment that the reality you experience right now, the life you wake up to, the circumstances that shape your days, is only one possibility among infinite others. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, creates ripples in a field of limitless potential. Yet most of us operate under the illusion that our circumstances are fixed, that the world is rigid, and that change can only come through visible action. This perspective traps us in struggle, disappointment, and delayed results. It keeps us chasing manifestations that could already be available to us if we simply understood and utilized the deeper mechanisms at play. In this video, we will explore a path that feels different from anything you've tried before. You will learn that manifestation can happen faster than you ever imagined, not because of luck or coincidence, but because of the way reality responds to aligned consciousness. This is quantum manifestation. It is a principle that integrates both the science of energy and the art of inner transformation. It is the bridge between what your mind can comprehend and what your soul already knows. By embracing this approach, you shift from a state of chasing outcomes to a state of creating realities effortlessly, with clarity, intention, and resonance. The first step in this transformation is understanding the contrast between your old self and your new self. The old self is caught in waiting, doubting, and doing. It believes that time, effort, and persistence are the currency of manifestation. It clings to specific methods and rigid plans, thinking that success is a reward for trying hard enough. This self is familiar because it has been conditioned by years of societal teachings, experiences of scarcity, and the invisible pressure to struggle. And yet, there is another version of you, a version that operates from awareness, alignment, and trust. This new self does not push. It does not force outcomes. It knows that the universe is responsive, that reality is a reflection of inner frequency, and that manifestation is about stepping into the vibration of what you already desire. As we begin this journey together, it is important to release the pressure and tension that comes from conventional ideas about manifestation. You do not need to do more, or wait longer, to achieve the life you want. Instead, you will learn to shift your energy, refine your focus, and allow the universe to respond to your conscious alignment. This shift is subtle yet profound. It is not always visible at first, but it transforms the way you experience your daily life. You will notice synchronicities, feelings of ease, and moments where opportunities seem to appear effortlessly. These are the markers of quantum manifestation, the signs that you are no longer operating from struggle, but from resonance. By the end of this video, you will have a new understanding of how manifestation works, why your previous attempts may have felt slow or ineffective, and how you can step into a faster, more aligned process of reality creation. This is not about magic in the sense of fantasy, it is about consciously participating in the subtle energetic currents that shape your life. It is about reclaiming the power you have always held but perhaps never fully understood. You are about to see that what you desire is not distant or unattainable. It is already present in the field of infinite possibilities, waiting for you to align with it. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to open to this new perspective. As you watch and absorb these ideas, feel the possibility of your new reality. Imagine the version of yourself who moves effortlessly through life, who manifests desires with clarity and ease, who no longer struggles against time or circumstance. This is the doorway we are opening in this video, the first step toward a faster, more effective, and profoundly liberating way to create your reality. To understand why quantum manifestation works so differently, we first need to explore the delicate dance between science and mysticism, a space where physics meets consciousness, and where the unseen energies of the universe begin to reveal themselves. At the core of this understanding lies the idea that reality is not fixed, static, or entirely external. Rather, it is fluid, responsive, and deeply influenced by the very consciousness observing it. Every thought, every feeling, and every intention creates a ripple in this vast, invisible field of potential. In the language of modern physics, this is the domain of quantum fields, where particles exist in a state of possibility until observed, and where outcomes are not predetermined but probabilistic. What this suggests is both startling and liberating. Your awareness is not just a passive observer of reality, it is an active participant, shaping the very fabric of your existence. Most traditional approaches to manifestation focus only on action and effort. They tell us to visualize, affirm, or dream, but they often neglect the subtler energies that underlie all creation. In the quantum framework, manifestation is less about the external act and more about the internal state. Your mind and emotions emit a frequency, a vibrational signal that communicates with the infinite field. When your inner vibration aligns with the reality you desire, the field responds, rearranging probabilities in your favor. This is why some manifestations seem to happen instantly while others are delayed. The difference lies in the coherence of your energy, the purity of your alignment, and your ability to hold the vibrational state long enough for the universe to reflect it. The mystics of the past have always known this truth, though they described it in poetic, symbolic language. They spoke of energy, prana, chi, or life force, concepts that mirror the modern understanding of vibrational reality. They taught that alignment, intention, and inner resonance are what attract abundance, love, and freedom. What quantum physics does is provide a modern scientific lens to see what they intuited: that the observer affects the observed, that consciousness shapes probability, and that reality is far more malleable than we are conditioned to believe. By merging these insights, we create a bridge between the mystical and the tangible, showing that manifestation is both an art and a science. Central to this process is the observer effect, one of the most fascinating principles of quantum mechanics. Simply put, the act of observation influences the outcome. Particles behave differently when they are observed. They collapse from a state of infinite possibilities into a specific reality. Translating this into human experience, your focused awareness acts as a conductor, signaling which potential reality you wish to experience. When you consistently observe and embody the vibration of your desired life, reality itself begins to realign to reflect that choice. This is the essence of quantum manifestation. It is not wishful thinking but deliberate participation in the unfolding of possibilities. Another key element is the concept of vibration. Everything in the universe, matter, energy, thought, and emotion, vibrates at a specific frequency. Your thoughts and feelings emit a vibrational signature that attracts similar frequencies. When your inner state resonates with abundance, love, or joy, you naturally draw experiences and opportunities that match that frequency. Conversely, if your inner state is dominated by fear, scarcity, or resistance, the manifestations that arise will mirror those lower vibrations. Understanding this principle shifts the focus from external how-tos to internal alignment, reminding us that the quality of our inner world directly influences the shape of our outer reality. The mystics also spoke of the power of imagination, intuition, and intentional focus. These are not mere fantasies. They are tools that shape the vibrational field around you. Visualization is effective not because the mind can trick reality, but because embodying the feeling of your desired state communicates a clear signal to the quantum field. Emotion acts as an amplifier. Strong, coherent emotion intensifies your vibrational signature and accelerates the manifestation process. This is why alignment must be holistic, combining clarity of thought, emotional resonance, and a sense of inner certainty. It is important to contrast this understanding with the traditional model of manifestation that many of us are familiar with. In the old model, we believe that effort, persistence, and struggle are necessary to make things happen. The old self moves through reality like a laborer, pushing, striving, and waiting. Quantum manifestation, on the other hand, is about influence rather than effort. It is about tuning your internal frequency to match the reality you desire, allowing it to unfold naturally. The external world becomes a reflection of your inner state, rather than a battlefield where outcomes must be forced. Recognizing this distinction is crucial for anyone seeking rapid, effortless manifestation. By exploring both science and mysticism, we can begin to see that the universe is far more responsive than we realize. There is a subtle intelligence woven into the fabric of existence, a creative energy that is not limited by time or linear causality. When you consciously align with this intelligence, you step into a co-creative partnership with reality itself. This understanding dismantles old fears of lack, struggle, and waiting, replacing them with a profound sense of empowerment. You realize that you are not subject to the whims of circumstance, but an active participant in a responsive, infinitely rich universe. As we continue, you will learn practical ways to harness these principles. You will discover how to align your thoughts, emotions, and energy with your desired reality, and how to overcome the blocks that prevent rapid manifestation. Understanding the science and mysticism behind quantum manifestation is not enough on its own. It must be integrated into your lived experience, guiding every action, intention, and moment of awareness. This integration is what transforms knowledge into real-world results, allowing manifestation to move faster and more effortlessly than you ever imagined. Now that you understand the science and mysticism behind quantum manifestation, it is time to step into the practical application, the methods that allow you to accelerate your manifestations far beyond the slow, effort-laden processes most people are accustomed to. This is where understanding transforms into action, where abstract knowledge becomes a lived, tangible experience. The essence of fast-track quantum manifestation lies not in doing more but in being aligned, present, and consciously tuned to the frequency of the reality you wish to inhabit. The first step is clarity. You must know with precision and depth what it is you truly desire. Not a vague longing, not a scattered wish, but a focused intention that resonates within your soul. This clarity is the foundation of your vibrational signal, the anchor that your consciousness will use to align with the field of infinite possibilities. Take time to visualize this reality in detail, the sights, the sounds, the sensations. See yourself living it as if it is already here. But do not stop at imagining the external. Feel the emotions that come with this reality. Joy, gratitude, excitement, peace. Let these emotions permeate every cell of your body. Your energy must match your desire, for energy precedes manifestation. Once clarity is established, the next step is alignment. Alignment is the practice of harmonizing your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with the reality you wish to create. Notice any resistance within you, doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs, and gently acknowledge them without judgment. Resistance is like a subtle friction that disrupts the flow of manifestation. The fast-track approach does not attempt to force these thoughts away. It transforms them by shifting focus, reframing perspective, and cultivating a state of inner surrender. You are not pushing against life. You are flowing with it, guiding your energy in the direction of your intention. Visualization alone, without emotional resonance, is insufficient. Emotion acts as the amplifier of your vibrational frequency. This is why practitioners of quantum manifestation often describe their process as feeling into the reality rather than forcing it into existence. Spend time daily cultivating the feeling of already having what you desire. If you wish to manifest abundance, feel the security, freedom, and gratitude that abundance brings. If you wish to manifest love, immerse yourself in the warmth, connection, and joy of that relationship. This practice trains your subconscious mind to accept your desired reality as inevitable, effectively collapsing the gap between intention and manifestation. An essential component of fast manifestation is the practice of detachment. This does not mean giving up or losing focus. Rather, it is the art of releasing attachment to the outcome while maintaining unwavering alignment with your intention. Attachment creates tension, doubt, and desperation, all of which act as energetic resistance. When you cultivate detachment, you step into a state of trust. Trust in the universe, trust in the process, and trust in your own innate power. This state of relaxed confidence allows manifestations to unfold naturally, often faster than you could have anticipated. Another powerful tool is the use of affirmations and verbal declarations. But here, intention and vibrational integrity matter more than repetition. Statements must resonate deeply within you, carrying the truth of your desired reality. Instead of simply reciting words mechanically, speak them as if they are already real. Feel the certainty, the conviction, and the joy of their truth. This aligns your conscious mind with your subconscious programming, ensuring that your vibrational signal is strong, coherent, and unambiguous. Daily energy management is equally crucial. Your frequency fluctuates depending on your thoughts, emotions, and interactions. Fast-track manifestation requires awareness of these fluctuations. Mindfulness, meditation, and conscious breathwork are essential tools to maintain a high-frequency state. Begin and end your day with practices that elevate your vibration. Moments of gratitude, visualization, and presence. These practices serve as anchors, keeping you aligned with the quantum field and ensuring that your energy consistently matches the reality you intend to create. The environment you inhabit also influences your vibrational resonance. Surround yourself with stimuli, people, and experiences that support your alignment. This does not require radical changes overnight. Even small shifts, like listening to uplifting music, decluttering your space, or spending time in nature, can elevate your frequency. Remember, manifestation is not just a mental process. It is energetic, emotional, and environmental. Every aspect of your life either supports or undermines the vibrational state required for rapid creation. Intentional action is the final layer of the fast-track process. Quantum manifestation does not eliminate the need for inspired action. It only transforms how action is taken. Rather than forced, mechanical steps born of struggle, your actions emerge naturally from alignment. You will find yourself intuitively drawn to the opportunities, people, and pathways that support your desires. These actions are effortless because they are in resonance with your intention, and they accelerate the manifestation process exponentially. The universe responds to energy, but it also cooperates with aligned effort. It is also important to remember that patience is not the same as resistance. Fast manifestation does not mean instant gratification in a chaotic sense. It means allowing the universe to work with you seamlessly, in the perfect timing for your highest good. You may notice subtle signs, synchronicities, repeated numbers, chance encounters, feelings of inspiration, that indicate your alignment is manifesting in tangible ways. Recognizing these signals strengthens your trust and reinforces the loop of vibrational coherence. Finally, consistency is key. Quantum manifestation is not a one-time event, it is a way of living. The fast-track process is sustained by daily alignment, emotional resonance, clarity, and inspired action. By integrating these practices into your life, manifestation becomes less about striving and more about conscious co-creation. You are no longer waiting for life to happen to you, you are actively, effortlessly, and joyfully participating in the shaping of your reality. In this process, the contrast between your old self and your new self becomes unmistakably clear. The old self struggles, doubts, and attempts to control. The new self flows, trusts, and aligns. The old self experiences delayed results. The new self experiences rapid, coherent manifestations. By embracing the fast-track quantum method, you step fully into your power, reclaiming the understanding that reality is responsive to your consciousness and that your desires can materialize far faster than previously imagined. Even when you understand the principles of quantum manifestation and practice alignment consistently, there is a universal truth that every seeker encounters: resistance. Resistance is subtle yet persistent, often hidden in thoughts, emotions, or subconscious patterns. It manifests as doubt, fear, procrastination, or feelings of unworthiness. These internal obstacles do not indicate failure. They are simply indicators of where your energy has been stuck, where old patterns linger, and where transformation is required. The fast-track manifestation process cannot bypass these blocks. It requires conscious awareness and intentional release. The first and most common block is fear. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or fear of not being deserving can prevent your energy from fully aligning with your desires. When fear dominates, your vibration drops, and the universe cannot reflect what you seek because your energy is mixed with resistance. To overcome fear, begin by observing it without judgment. See it as a signal, not a barrier. Bring curiosity to your fear, asking, "What am I afraid of losing? What am I afraid of becoming?" This simple act of conscious acknowledgement transforms fear from a destructive force into a guide, revealing the hidden beliefs that must shift for manifestation to accelerate. Self-doubt is another major obstacle. Even when you have clear intentions and alignment practices, doubts creep in, whispering that you are not capable, that your desires are too ambitious, or that life is conspiring against you. Self-doubt is the residue of past conditioning, societal expectations, and unprocessed experiences. To move past it, repetition alone is insufficient. You must engage in vibrational recalibration. Affirm your worth, honor your progress, and celebrate small manifestations no matter how subtle. Each acknowledgement strengthens your vibrational coherence, reinforcing the reality of your desires in both your conscious mind and subconscious programming. Attachment to outcomes also creates resistance. Many seekers unknowingly tighten their energy around a specific outcome, believing that manifestation requires control. Ironically, this fixation produces tension, impatience, and frustration, all of which counteract alignment. The solution is detachment, an active, mindful practice of surrendering the how and trusting that the universe will deliver in the most harmonious way. Detachment does not mean giving up. It means holding your vision lightly, paired with unwavering inner certainty. When your focus shifts from control to trust, resistance dissolves naturally, and manifestation moves faster than your previous attempts ever allowed. Limiting beliefs are another deep-rooted form of resistance. Statements like, "I am not enough," "it is too late for me," or "life is always hard," embed themselves into the subconscious over years, silently dictating the pace and nature of your manifestations. Transforming these beliefs requires conscious introspection combined with vibrational alignment practices. Identify each belief, question its validity, and replace it with a statement of truth that resonates at a higher frequency. Visualization, emotional immersion, and affirmation can reprogram these patterns, creating a new energetic blueprint aligned with your desires. Emotional blocks are equally powerful. Unresolved anger, resentment, grief, or guilt can stagnate your energy, creating invisible barriers that delay manifestation. To release these emotions, practices such as journaling, meditation, breath work, or even conscious movement can be highly effective. Allow yourself to feel fully, acknowledging each emotion without suppression or avoidance. When energy is processed rather than resisted, it begins to flow freely, clearing the way for your aligned reality to emerge. Emotional liberation is not only healing, it is a necessary step in fast, quantum manifestation. Environmental and social factors can also act as subtle resistance. Being surrounded by negativity, doubt, or scarcity-focused thinking can lower your vibration, even if your internal alignment is strong. Pay attention to your environment, both physical and social, and make conscious choices to elevate it. Surround yourself with inspiration, encouragement, and reminders of your desired reality. These external supports serve as energetic scaffolding, reinforcing your alignment and accelerating the manifestation process. Another critical form of resistance is impatience. The old self is conditioned to measure progress by visible results, counting days, weeks, or months. Quantum manifestation, however, operates outside linear time. Impatience creates friction, reducing vibrational coherence and delaying outcomes. Cultivating patience is not passive waiting. It is a dynamic state of trust, presence, and continuous alignment. By focusing on the process rather than the timing, you maintain high-frequency energy that draws results effortlessly. Shadow aspects of self, hidden fears, unexpressed desires, and unacknowledged potentials also create resistance. Often, what we resist manifests externally as obstacles, delays, or repeated patterns. Facing these shadow elements with courage and compassion transforms them from blockages into sources of empowerment. Integration practices, including self-reflection, shadow work, and conscious dialogue with your inner self, enable you to harmonize your entire energy field, removing the invisible barriers that impede manifestation. It is essential to understand that resistance is not a sign that you are failing. On the contrary, encountering resistance is part of the natural process of transformation. Every block cleared increases your vibrational power, strengthens alignment, and accelerates the flow of your desires. Resistance serves as a teacher, revealing the areas where you have the greatest potential for growth and where your manifestation practice can deepen. By approaching obstacles with curiosity, mindfulness, and intentional energy work, you turn resistance into a catalyst for faster, more effortless manifestation. As you practice these techniques, you will begin to notice subtle shifts. Thoughts that once drained you now feel lighter. As we arrive at the conclusion of this journey, it is essential to pause and integrate the insights, practices, and awareness you have cultivated. Up until now, you have explored how manifestation in the quantum realm differs fundamentally from the slow, effort-heavy approach most people are familiar with. You have seen the contrast between the old self, caught in struggle and waiting, and the new self, aligned, responsive, and vibrationally coherent. You have understood that reality is not a fixed external structure, but a responsive field that mirrors the energy, intention, and focus of your consciousness. Most importantly, you have realized that manifestation is not some distant dream that requires endless striving. It is your innate ability, always available, waiting to be accessed and consciously directed. Integration begins with the daily embodiment of this understanding. This is not merely about following a checklist of exercises, it is about creating a lifestyle of alignment. Each morning, take a few moments to center yourself, connect with your intention, and feel the emotions of the reality you wish to manifest. Visualize not just the outcomes but the lived experience, the joy, freedom, and fulfillment that come with them. Carry this vibrational state into your daily actions, your conversations, your decisions. When challenges or disruptions arise, treat them as opportunities to observe your energy and consciously realign. Over time, these practices will shift from deliberate efforts to natural expressions of your being. Alignment will become your default state, and manifestation will flow as an effortless byproduct of your presence. One of the most profound aspects of this process is the cultivation of ongoing self-awareness. Pay attention to subtle shifts in thought patterns, emotional reactions, and energy levels. Notice when resistance appears in the form of fear, doubt, or attachment, and apply the tools you have learned to dissolve it. Celebrate every manifestation, no matter how small, because each one reinforces your vibrational coherence and strengthens your trust in the process. By maintaining this reflective practice, you deepen the alignment between your conscious mind, your subconscious programming, and the quantum field. You begin to see that your life is not a series of random events, but a responsive canvas shaped by your energy and attention. It is crucial to understand that this journey is not linear. Some days will feel effortless, where alignment flows naturally and manifestations seem almost instantaneous. Other days may challenge you when resistance feels stronger or progress appears slower. Both experiences are part of the natural rhythm of transformation. The key is to remain patient, present, and committed to your vibrational state. Trust that the universe is always responding, even when the results are not immediately visible. Your patience and faith in the process are not passive. They are active components of your alignment, bridging the space between your intention and its physical manifestation. Long-term integration involves envisioning yourself as the fully realized new self, living in consistent alignment with your desires and the universal flow. Imagine a life where synchronicities, opportunities, and manifestations appear naturally, almost effortlessly, as a reflection of your internal coherence. See yourself moving through each day with a sense of ease, clarity, and empowered choice. This is the ultimate expression of quantum manifestation, a life where external results are no longer the measure of your worth, but a natural reflection of your vibrational state. You operate not from struggle, striving, or control, but from conscious creation, trust, and energetic resonance. It is also essential to integrate the lessons of emotional mastery, detachment, and inspired action into this vision. Recognize that every thought, feeling, and choice carries energy that influences your reality. By maintaining emotional balance, releasing attachment to outcomes, and taking action from a place of alignment, you accelerate the manifestation process exponentially. This creates a feedback loop of confidence, trust, and expanded awareness, allowing you to manifest with increasing speed, precision, and ease. Finally, embrace the full scope of your power. The new self is not a future possibility, it is present, already within you, waiting for recognition and conscious activation. The doorway to this reality is open, and each moment offers an opportunity to step fully into it. As you move forward, remember that manifestation is not about forcing life to conform to your will, it is about co-creating with the responsive, infinite field of possibilities. It is about embodying the frequency of what you desire so completely that reality cannot help but reflect it. Your journey does not end here. It is a lifelong practice of awareness, alignment, and conscious creation. Yet by embracing these principles now, you set the stage for rapid, joyful, and transformative manifestations that feel effortless, natural, and deeply fulfilling. Take a deep, conscious breath and allow yourself to feel the reality of your new self.